were you prepared in the build-up to the game for the possibility of extra time and penalties?
Because we're so good defensively, a defensive team like ours always know that the game might go to the wire because teams don't normally score a lot of goals on us, or probably don't even score on us. So if the game goes 0-0 or a tie up the line there, we know that it's the possible penalties. Have very very good penalty kickers. We practice hard. We push them over the limit with the penalties because, as I said before, we're very very good defensively.
Before I know you say you practiced hard and you pushed your penalty kickers, but did you go in the morning of the game? Did you have your penalty kickers just in case written on a piece of paper, ready to say, okay, here's the order?
Yes, we had 7 to 2 is 5 from, depending on the game, because I normally feed off the game itself, because sometimes you might have kickers and then you have to change it based on changes or just the mood that the players are in at the moment. These are youngsters.
Yes.
And sometimes you have excellent kickers. I have a player who was on the field and he wasn't in the 5, but they were all troubling after the game that he was so nervous. And he's one of my best kickers at Lennon.
Which brings me to the question I wanted to ask you. You cannot practice all you want, but in a high pressure situation like this, sometimes your players lose nerve. The thing is, what I saw from Lennon's kickers was a remarkable level of composure. Talk to me a little bit about that. How do you build that into your players?
I think it boils down to the practice, and it boils down to even how you can get in their heads. When I'm doing penalties, I normally said you have to score 3 consecutive penalties to count as 1. So I push them very, very hard. And because 2010, I was writing down the 5 names when we lost the game. It always stick in my head that, hey, you might boil out the penalty one day again, so you need to work hard on this.
Talk to me about young Grant. Fantastic shot, great penalty. Again, the leadership qualities come through, shines through at these critical moments. Talk to me a little bit about him and the impact that he has on this team.
Tavis is an excellent player. He's a pass head boy, so naturally he's a leader. Fitzroy Cummings is the captain, he's the vice captain, but they normally share the band. So when the game was going to start, I realized that he had on the band. I didn't have any problem with it because they share it here and there. But Tavis is a player that you can give instruction, he can basically play anywhere because he can play up even closer to the goal. But because at first, in our interzone round and in the first round, we had some silly goals scoring on us, so we kind of tweak the formation a bit. And if it right down there in the defensive mid, but he's also a player to give the license to go forward when he can.